Okay, so welcome back to Germany. I'm really happy to see you and also to see some familiar faces, to recognize some people, and also to read some familiar names. And we're trying to figure out who's who and who was paired up with which students. So that's very interesting. So I'm very happy that you're here. So, and then later, maybe we will have some time to do a little Kahoot again. And what, but that depends on the time and if you want to do that or not. So first of all, I'm going to share my screen with you. So I hope that you can see it in a second. I hope. Hello, computer. Please don't disappoint me. Should be there. Do you see anything so far?
Not
No.
yet. When you see that button, you have to do that too. To activate the sharing.
It's coming. It's a little slow, probably because there are so many people participating or something, but it should work in a second. So how about now?
It's starting. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, we can see.
Cool. Perfect. That's what I had in mind. So what I want you to do is that I'm going to show you some pictures, some photos from during the mobility. And Yola, I hope you can hear me. I stole your idea and I hope you are fine with that.
Yes,
and that
yes,
is okay.
yes.
So I'm going to show you some pictures and you're going to say if the picture was taken on Monday, so that's 1.
1, yes.
Tuesday, that's 2. Wednesday, that's 3. Or Thursday, that's 4. So either write it in the chat if you don't have a microphone or just say it using your voice. Okay? So Monday 1, Tuesday 2, Wednesday 3, Thursday 4. Okay, shall we start? Everyone's ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool, let's go. So, on which day was this picture taken? Oh, there's a phone ringing somewhere.
It was from my house.
Okay. So maybe some of the other teachers can read what you're writing in the chat because I don't see your answers at the moment because I have full screen.
Wednesday.
So far it's saying 3.
Wednesday.
Okay, Wednesday, that's correct. Do you remember where this picture was taken? Where have we been?
In the stadium.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. So that was on Wednesday. Next picture.
I remember.
Pedro, não é para falar, é para escrever.
What do you think? 1, 2,
Maybe
3,
4.
4.
4.
4.
Okay, yeah, that's 4.
Everybody's saying 4.
Yeah,
exactly. That's a sports day on the last day. Yeah, cool. That was on Thursday. We will get back to that later at the end of the meeting because maybe
so
you remember that you had
the greetings for the sports teacher.
Greeting.
Next picture.
Monday.
So, what do you think?
It's better if you write instead of speaking, not to influence so.
Yes, maybe
So
that's
everybody is saying 1.
yes. Everybody write 1.
Yeah, right. There was the ice-breaking activity when you had to find other people. Exactly. Cool. Next one.
Most of the people are writing 4, and one person wrote 5. We didn't have 5. It was the last day to come back. It doesn't count.
Exactly. So that was the farewell dinner, the last evening, and I think when we took this picture, we had some kind of presentation going on with all the pictures which my colleague took during the week. And some are also sitting there and looks a little bit like a cinema or something.
It was a very interesting place, very beautiful. I loved the performances of that traditional group and also the music quartetto. The only thing I missed was not being able to sing our song.
Yeah, I know. It was sad. We had some problems with the
that.
organization. We somehow mistook the time and everything. So yeah, that was sad. Okay, next time when you come here, Manuela. Okay, next picture. So what's your guess?
One. Everybody's answering one.
Yes, exactly. The bowling.
The bowling, yeah.
Do you remember that?
Uh-huh. And the winner was Teresa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. That was the first activity where the students really worked in their teams, the red team, the blue team, the yellow team. That was cool. And they could win points for the teams, and some did very well. Yeah. Okay. Let's go on. When did we meet this little guy?
Okay, so far, number 2.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Do you remember where this picture was taken? So it was on Tuesday?
Yeah, the university, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Hochschule Hannover, University of Applied Science.
Exactly, right. In Hanover, the Technical University.
Great, Dana.
Yeah.
Peter.
Whose computer is doing this annoying noise all the time?
I don't know. I hope it's not mine, but I don't think so. No.
I think that's the noise that makes when somebody texts, or I don't know.
But no one is texting now. Now it is when we're speaking.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe the sounds are arriving with some delay. You know, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But yes, do you remember what we did after meeting this little guy? What did we do after meeting that guy?
The kids made some games with Scratch.
Yeah.
And
Tiberius.
play Kahoot outside the room.
Tiberius and then Francisca and the other kids said programming.
Exactly, yeah. They created their own little computer games. Exactly, yeah. Okay, next picture. When was it taken?
So most people are writing 3.
And that's right. 3 is the correct answer. So what do you see on this picture? Do you remember? Because it's not only the people, but there's something in
the 3 musicians.
Exactly, the town musicians. Yes. I remember something. I think there's the next photo is teachers only, so the students might well, just guess, but the next one is for the teachers because that was also a very interesting evening.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
No one is answering.
Right?
She just forgot. Or they don't want to remember this evening.
It was a nice dinner.
I remember.
The food was
I remember.
delicious. What
I was
no
so
one liked
hungry.
was the waiting.
Yeah.
How long were we there? 2 hours?
More, I think
More.
more than 3 hours, 3.5 hours or something.
Without
Yes.
eating?
2 hours we were waiting.
Yeah. Been
2
waiting
hours
for 2
waiting.
hours. Yeah. So which number? 1, 2, 3, 4? What do you say?
I don't know. I wrote 3, but I
Three.
can't see the other answers for
Yeah,
some reason.
it's 3. Yeah. So I will quickly explain for the students again. It was after we came back from Bremen, we decided to have dinner in this vegetarian restaurant. And we went there just after arriving, like half an hour later. So it was like, I don't know, what was it, 7 o'clock or something, maybe? We ordered our food and we had to wait for more than 2 hours. I think we had to wait 1 hour until we got the drinks. And then we had to wait for another hour and something until we got the food. And everyone was so tired from the trip, from the entire week. We were dying because we were so hungry. And yeah, that was an interesting evening. Yeah. Okay, so last picture. So now everyone can join again, also the students. Oh no, that's the second to last picture. There's one left after that.
I think everybody is writing 4.
Yes, that's right. I think Hades was a new game that some of the students didn't know, wasn't it?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Romania
exactly.
didn't know about
Yes,
the
Polish
game.
also.
Yeah, so they learned something new and got to know a new game. Yeah, that was I think that was fun too. So the last picture.
One.
Everybody is writing 1.
Yeah, that's correct. Number 1.
When we were playing Kahoot, right?
Exactly, when we were playing Kahoot. Okay, so do you remember what the Kahoot was about? I'm going to
Some
let
sportsman, I think.
Okay.
Your
So
popular athletes, or I don't know.
Something like that, exactly. So it was about the presentations you made about the sportsmen from your countries. So if you want and if you're interested, we could play that again now to see how much you remember.
Oh no.
I have it here. If you want. If you don't want to, then we just leave it as it is. But maybe, I don't know, if you feel like playing, then we could do that. So what do you think?
We don't want it.
So maybe you can just write yes or no in the chat to see if there's a majority for something. Francisco already left the conversation. No.
Maybe it is because the connection is
I
weak.
hope so. Maybe he just said, so Dana saying no. No, no.
Various saying no. No.
No. Tiberius muss seinen 3. Platz verteidigen.
Nee.
Just told him he has to defend his 3rd place, but he doesn't.
I think it was Francisco, wasn't it? Francisco and Tiberius, the winning team, or they won something at least.
I think 3rd place was Tiberius and Casper. Francisco was 2nd, I think. And
I know they won
it
something.
was first. Francisco and his German partner Lorenz were 1st place. Yeah. And I think second was Elizabeth, wasn't it? I think something like that. So, well, but the most people are saying no, so okay. So we don't play.
You have to unshare your screen.
I know, I'm just going to do
Yeah.
that. No, I'm not going to do that because if we're not playing, then we'll just move on with some questions I prepared. So, what did you enjoy the most during your trip to Germany?
Oh no.
And maybe, so I'm going to unshare my screen in a second. So maybe you can talk. Maybe we will ask one country after the other, so it's not getting too complicated. So it would be cool if you could say something. But if you don't have a microphone or if you're just too shy, then please, please, please write your answers into the chat so we can read what you are thinking, and I will read that to everyone. I think I should stop sharing my screen in a minute. I think it's just taking some time. At least I already clicked on stopping. Yeah. So maybe, I don't know, is there a country who wants to start?
We can
Romania.
start. Romania, okay, go ahead.
So, from my point of view, I like very much in Hanover Eisbahn, or how do you say that in English? Eisbahn.
Yes,
Eisbahn.
ice hockey. Ice skating, sorry.
Ice
Ice
skating.
skating, yeah.
Ice skating. And from Max' point of view, I am sure that he liked Bremen at the stadium. Werder Bremen. Yeah, Werder Bremen. Yeah, he was very impressed and took a lot of pictures and posted everywhere. And I liked also the last day when we took some activities. So it was I don't know. Every day had something new and interesting, and I like it all. I don't know if I say this is number 1, 2. I liked all the activities. Bowling, I love bowling. Ice skating.
Cool.
And also it was very interesting to meet Peter and to see what I don't know, artificial science, or how do we say, can do, robots.
Yeah.
It
Cool,
was
I'm
cool.
glad to hear. Yeah, cool. So Stefan, who's also from Romania, I think, isn't it, said that he liked the trip to Bremen the most. And yeah, cool. You're welcome.
I have to say something. I think that from Max's point of view, what he didn't like was the food.
Okay.
He had a little difficulty with the food, but it's okay. He lost some pounds. I don't know, 1, 2. It's okay.
Okay.
You have to stop sharing the screen.
I'm trying to do that, but if it's not working, then it's not so bad because I will need it again in a couple of minutes. So maybe you will just have to deal with that. Because I'm clicking now for the 3rd time and it's still sharing. So I don't really know what's going on. Maybe it's just slow.
Okay, for me personally, I liked the Sunday before the mobility officially started. We had a nice trip, Teresa and I, over Walsrode, and we saw this typical museum. Very, very beautiful. The park near the hotel. It was very refreshing, that walk we had there. I also enjoyed Bremen a lot. I think it's a very beautiful city, and I loved the guide.
Okay.
So it was a good trip we had there. I enjoyed playing bowling, even though I'm not an expert. I enjoyed the final dinner. All those dresses, the songs, the performances were really great, and I loved your school.
Okay.
So it was
Happy to
very
hear that.
beautiful to
Cool.
visit your school and to see how well equipped it is, etc. So that's me. Teresa or Francisca or Francisco, I don't know if he's here again.
Yeah, students. I see that some of you have.
I know what they are going to
phone.
say, at least Francisca, I know what she's going to say, but she will tell it herself. Francisca.
I think visit Werder Bremen Stadium was the best part. I love visiting stadiums. I think meet new persons was very good too. That's it.
Teresa, queres dizer alguma coisa? Tens que ligar o microfone.
Okay. I like everything. I like whole the German, but I like most the sport day.
Okay. Cool.
She's a sports teacher, you know, a physical education
Well,
teacher.
of course, she has to say that. Yeah.
No wonder.
Okay.
We have Sari now.
Yeah. Hi, Sari. We're just sharing our best moments from the German mobility.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
So in the chat, Tiberius wrote that he loved the day off in Bremen, the free time. No, sorry, Tiberius, you didn't mean the day in Bremen. You meant the day when you were to the amusement park with Casper, wasn't it? Yeah. So on the Sunday, right?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. So anything else you want to say? Because you are someone who has a microphone. So what did you do? No?
No.
Okay. Okay, what about the Polish team? So students or teachers?
Okay, for me, it's the best day that was the day when we spent at school on the game, and after this activity, we going to volleyball, and I was so very impressive for me that I don't know, old people old people who been very activity, you know, and this is for me this is my idea to the future.
And they are playing very good, I
Yeah.
must say.
That's
They
true.
are, yeah.
Yes, yes, they play very good. Because I was in your school 2 years ago or 3 years ago, so I know what is this, but I never be on the sport place. You know?
Okay.
On the
Yeah.
gym. Yes, yes, yes. So for me, it is something new. And me and Anna, we were very impressive for the very good many things to work with kids.
Okay.
Can I say something
Yes.
about the volley? After we came back from Germany, we started a tradition, and every week we played volleyball with our colleagues. And after that, Max and Tunde, seine Kollegin,
Her colleagues, her
colleagues,
friends.
yes, they build, I don't know how to say that, a team of our school with students, and they had some games in the how do you say judet state region, I don't know.
State. Okay.
Okay.
And I think they won place 2, Max. Local doi place
Cool.
2.
Cool.
So
Second.
thank you, Germany.
You're welcome.
Dana, that's the kind of activity that should be shared on TwinSpace or on the Padlets or on those Flipgrids that I'm always asking you to record or something, you know, those experiences, everything you done after because of these mobilities, it's very interesting to share that. We need to know that.
Okay, we will
very important
share
for the
that.
project, you know, pictures or some writing or a little video, anything. It would be very, very interesting to have that.
Okay.
We will do that after
Thank you.
Okay, I see my students want something to say. Kacper, go on. Kacper, nie słyszymy Ciebie. Kacperku, spróbuj się, wyłącz się i jeszcze raz się załącz. Okay, we can see,
he's coming back.
but he coming back and now
Już słychać?
Yes.
Yes.
We can hear you.
So the favorite day, the most was in Bremen, when we visited Bremen, from few reasons, mainly because the candy manufacturer, and the Sunday was nice.
Okay. So you've been to that amusement park?
Yes,
with
yes.
Tiberius. Yeah. Okay. So did you ride the big roller coasters?
Yes, we did.
Yes. Cool. Cool.
The
That must
Colossus
be a lot of
mainly.
fun. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So anyone else, a student maybe, who wants to say something? By the way, I'm sorry, my computer just doesn't let me unshare my screen, so you just have to accept that. Sorry.
Olivia, chcesz coś powiedzieć?
Słuchajcie dobrze?
Tak? No, tak, mów. My students, Olivia wants to say something.
So for me, the best was when we went to Bremen, and the old time when we were at McDonald's.
Powtórz ostatnie, bo nie było słychać.
Old time when we were at McDonald's.
Troszeczkę głośniej, Olivia.
Well, that's something. Okay. So I have another question, especially for the students. So are you still in contact with your hosting families, or are you still in contact with each other?
Yes.
Are you still sending messages to each other or something? Who said yes?
Olivia.
Oh, Olivia, cool.
Olivia from Poland. Great.
So you're still writing with Elizabeth, isn't it? Or something?
Yes. And with girl from Finland.
Ah, cool. Cool. Maybe you can get in contact with Elizabeth again. I think she's still here. But in the other meeting, in the Romanian meeting, she said that she's having trouble with your phone number or something. Or maybe I'm just messing that up right now. But okay. Anyone else? Casper. Okay. So you're still in contact with Tiberius?
Yes.
Okay. Just seeing each other more or less right now. Also,
What about you, Francisca? Do you still meet with your sister?
Sometimes.
Cool. That was Finja, wasn't it? Francisca.
Yes.
Yes? Okay, cool. Cool. That's also very nice girl. Okay. Anything? Anyone else who has contact with their partner students? No one's answering. Okay. Okay. Well, so I see that time's almost up. So the last thing I have prepared for you is, so let's get back to the sports day on Thursday morning. Do you remember that there was, apart from just doing some sports and getting to know headers, there was also some special thing about that sports day? Do you know?
The vampire game.
Okay, there was a vampire game. Okay, what else?
Head ping pong.
Yes. And was there also something, so the parkour, okay. Was there also something technological involved in the sports day?
They showed us the parkour and the headies.
Yes, okay.
Go
And I already heard that, so some of the students had some cameras on their heads when they were doing some sports activities. And we got the results, the material from those cameras, and I created a little movie to show you, the results and to see what came out of that. So maybe some of you have already seen that because I put it already on the TwinSpace, but I will show you that right now again. So I hope you do still see my screen, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So I already opened the movie somewhere here. It's 4 minutes, but I'm not going to show you everything, I think. Maybe only the first 2 minutes, if ever it opens. Here it is. So I'm not sure if you are going to hear the sound right now or not, but, well, the images are maybe more important. No, would you please start? Yeah. Going to come back right now, yeah.
Oh my God, crazy people.
Crazy people.
It's getting better, Manuela. Wait for it. There's more. I think that's Atro, isn't it, from Finland? Are you serious again?
He was like a Spider-Man.
A little bit, yes.
That was also very cool.
Yeah. And I think it's very cool with the camera because then you have this new perspectives and some new angles and everything. So I think that's more interesting than just taking a picture with the mobile phone or something. So now, for example, he does that with this camera on. So I think that's the last one. Then done. That's it. So I will share the link in the chat so you can have a look at that again and maybe also listen to the music because I'm not sure if you heard that or not. So here it is. I hope. Hello. Yeah.
Can't you unshare your screen? Thailand something? That little button?
Yeah, I have been clicking on this button like 20 times now, but it just doesn't stop. I don't know.
Sad.
Yeah, I know. But at least it is working. Would have been worse if it hasn't
the other way.
Yeah. Well.
So,
okay.
Do you have a Padlet or something where
yes,
we can
I already
share?
created it.
Okay.
That's here too. I hope the settings are right, but basically it should be. So here's a Padlet. So if you have any good memories and maybe pictures or videos from your trip to Germany or some memories or something you would like to share, so feel free to add your thoughts, your memories, your pictures on the Padlet. Link should be there in a second. So here it is. Yes.
Okay. And I think we had a few, 5 wonderful trips with lots of learning. At least the ones of us that have traveled through all these countries, we see how hard work involved, the commitment of students, of teachers at school, in every school. So it's really, really interesting. I would like to discuss one thing with the coordinators when this meeting is over. So
don't go.
Yes,
we need to finish the session.
Okay. Wait. I wanted to say today I put the Padlet on the Twin Space. Okay, from Poland. So don't forget to put some your best moments in Poland. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks. Because yesterday I forgot. I was so stressed. And I forgot. Okay.
So I'm quickly saying goodbye to everyone who's not the coordinator, so the students and guest teachers. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight, let's say. I hope you had some memories coming in and thinking, oh yes, that was cool. So yeah, please keep some good memories from Germany, and maybe if you can, try to stay in contact with your partner students, because that's one of the most important things. That would be so cool if you just could try to stay in contact and maybe even see each other again one day. That would be very, very cool. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. See you next time, maybe.
Bye.
I hope.
Bye.
I hope. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
How leave.